Throwaway for obvious reasons. This is long, but trust me, it's worth the read. Names changed, but everything else is 100% real. Andy wasn't just my best friend. He was my brother, not blood, but everything else. We met in sixth grade when I got into a fight defending some kid from bullies, and this scrawny dude with messy hair jumped in swinging wildly, accidentally knocking out one of the bullies. From that moment, we were ride or die. Shared everything, first crushes, first beers, first heartbreaks, first cars. He was there when I got my dream job. I was there when he buried his dad a few years back. He helped me pick out the engagement ring. He was supposed to be my best man. 3 years with Sarah, my fiancée. We had the venue booked, deposits paid, save the dates sent out to over 100 people, tux fittings scheduled. We were building a life. Then came that Monday. I left work early with a killer migraine, pulled into our apartment complex, and saw Andy's beat-up truck parked in my spot. Figured he stopped by to chill or surprise me with some beers like old times. Walked in quietly, planning to crash on the couch. The sounds hit me before I even made it down the hall. Moans, rhythmic creaking. My stomach dropped. I crept to the bedroom door. It was cracked open just enough. There they were, Andy, my brother, balls deep in Sarah, my future wife. Her legs wrapped around him, nails digging into his back, gasping his name, sweat everywhere. The bed we picked out together groaning under them. I didn't explode, didn't charge in, I just stood there until they noticed me. Sarah screamed. Andy scrambled off her, grabbing a pillow like that was gonna save him. Bro, it's not. We didn't mean. It just happened once. I turned around, packed a bag, smashed our engagement photo against the wall on my way out, didn't say a word. My boys wanted to jump him that night. Say the word, we'll put him in the hospital. My family wanted to sue Sarah for everything she had. Mom was ready to drag her name through the mud. I told everyone no, taking the high road. They thought I was being mature. I was. I was planning. Because Andy forgot one thing, I knew his family better than anyone, especially his mom, Veronica. Let me paint the picture of Veronica. This woman was a walking fantasy. The entire neighborhood talked about her respectfully, but constantly. She'd come outside in sundresses so thin you could see through them in the sunlight, washing her car in tiny shorts and a bikini top, bending over just right. Grown men, fathers, husbands, would suddenly need to check their mailboxes or mow their lawns when she was out. My own dad once walked straight into a street sign because she waved at him while picking up the newspaper. I'm dead serious. And she'd had a thing for me since I was 17, lingering hugs, comments about how I was growing up so handsome, hand on my arm a little too long, inviting me to stay for dinner when Andy wasn't around. You don't have to rush home, sweetie, I made plenty. I always shut it down, respectfully. She was Andy's mom, off limits. But Andy crossed the ultimate line, so why should I still respect his? Wednesday night, I slid into her DMs. Hey Veronica, been a while, wanna grab dinner and catch up? She replied in seconds. Absolutely, Friday, my place. Friday came, I showed up with wine. She answered the door in a red dress that hugged every curve, hair down, perfume that hit like a drug. We talked, laughed, flirted. Dinner barely got touched. One kiss turned into more, and holy shit, it was fire. She wasn't just hot, she was wild, passionate, experienced in ways Sarah never dreamed of. What started as revenge sex turned into something else, something real. We started seeing each other regularly, weekends at her house, the one Andy grew up in, secret trips out of town so no one would see us, motel rooms, late-night drives, laughing like teenagers. 2 months in, Andy found out. His cousin saw us at a restaurant 2 cities over, holding hands, kissing over dessert. Word got back. Andy lost his mind, showed up at my apartment at midnight, pounding on the door, screaming, "You sick fuck, my mom, that's disgusting, unforgivable, you're dead to me." I opened the door, looked him dead in the eyes. "You slept with the woman I was going to marry, in our bed. I'm sleeping with the woman who gave birth to you and raised you. We're even." He just stood there, mouth open, no comeback. "I can never look at her the same way again," he muttered. I smiled. That's funny, because I look at her all the time. Closed the door in his face. Veronica came over that night with pizza. We laughed about it, then didn't watch much of the movie we put on. That was 8 months ago. We are still together. It's not just revenge anymore. She's incredible, fun, spontaneous, makes me feel alive. Andy can't look at either of us, avoids family events, stammers when he has to talk to his own mom. Thanksgiving was awkward as hell. He sat across the table, staring at his plate the whole time while I held Veronica's hand under the table. But the absolute cherry on top. Last week, Andy came by his mom's house unannounced to pick up some mail that still gets sent there. Didn't text, didn't call. I was there. We were in the living room. Veronica bent over the arm of the couch, sundress hiked up, moaning loud enough to wake the neighbors, eyes rolling back, calling out to God like she was being exorcised. Door opens. Andy walks in. Freezes. Sees everything. His mom getting railed by his ex-best friend. On the couch, he grew up watching cartoons on. He couldn't move, couldn't speak, just stood there, face white, eyes filling with tears. I looked over my shoulder, mid-stroke. Close the door, on your way out, bud. He did. Haven't heard from him since. Petty, maybe. Disproportionate, possibly. Regrets, zero. Revenge served, and damn, it tastes sweet.